Here's something I've never seen before. That speed limit sign is written in a language. I can't call it a foreign language because it's a native language. I'm driving through the Seneca Indian Reservation in western New York. The Seneca tribe is part of the Iroquois Nation, so that is an Iroquois language. I left Niagara Falls. I thought it would be like Maine, which is where I spent last summer. In Maine, it was sunny and 75 degrees every day, no humidity, which is unusual for the East Coast. So I drove up to Niagara Falls without doing much research because if it didn't work out, I would just leave. As it turns out, there was some heat and some humidity there. But the main reason I've left is that Niagara Falls is very urban. It is a city, and the surrounding area is urban because it's right next to the city of Buffalo. So I'm searching for some cooler temps in a more rural area. Maybe some mountains somewhere. That sign said Amish Trail. Cool! I don't know what that means, but I'm excited. You can tell which farms are Amish because they hang their clothes out on a line, and their clothes are always very plain. And they also have horses on their farms for transportation and to pull their plows. Here's some Amish. Father and son. Don't look at the camera, Amish boy. He was adorable. They should rethink the whole no pictures thing. Childhood photos are a treasure. That cute little boy will grow up and he'll have to sport that Abe Lincoln beard with no mustache that the Amish men all have. And that is just not a good look on any man. Not even Bradley Cooper could pull that off. Horse poop in the road. We must still be on the Amish trail. Here's another Amish man. They don't get mad if you look at them too long. They just wave. I saw a sign for American Cutlery Museum, but I'm going to skip that. We're headed to a different museum. You may be the cutest redhead to walk these streets, but not the most famous. That is the Lucy Desi Museum here in Lucille Ball's hometown. It's a very pleasant place where people hang their laundry on the buildings. Lucy, why are you hanging my pants out the window?
Oh, now, Ricky, if I had a dryer, this wouldn't happen every time.
Honey, the answer is no. Dryers are too expensive.
They are not expensive.
In the museum here are Lucy's elegant clothing and jewelry from that era. The sign says the suit was designed by Halston, and animal lovers will be happy to know this is faux fur. Young Lucy, very cute. Desi Arnaz is a toddler. He grew up in a wealthy family in Cuba and was expected to attend law school, but instead he became a musician. Lucy was told by acting teachers that she was not good and she should forget about show business. But luckily she didn't listen. After doing some modeling, she landed a few film roles. Then she met and fell in love with Desi when they starred in a movie called Too Many Girls. Lucy and Desi eloped. There are the newlyweds getting ready to entertain at home. While Desi had a passion for horse racing and golf, Lucy loved backgammon. She had a backgammon table in every room of her house. They had 2 children also named Lucy and Desi. Here's the Western Union telegram announcing the birth of Desi Arnaz IV. Now let's get to that TV show. Lucy was offered a TV show with another actor as her husband, but she insisted that Desi play her husband. CBS was not thrilled with the Cuban Desi. They wanted the all-American girl to have an all-American husband. But Lucy and Desi won them over. Here's a recreation of the apartment they lived in on the show. The Ricardo's kitchen.
Morning, honey.
Oh, good morning, dear. Breakfast all ready.
Good, I'm starved. What is this?
That's your orange juice. We're economizing, dear. We're cutting down on everything.
These are props in the costume that Lucy wore in an episode called The Audition.
Oh, here you are, Professor. Gracias. Gracias to you, too.
And this is what Lucy wore when she played Charlie Chaplin in an episode of the show. Hometown newspaper. The I Love Lucy TV show was so popular that water and telephone usage would drop dramatically across the country when the show was on. And some department stores would even close early due to a lack of customers. Another costume piece from the show. Little Ricky Short Pants. Little Ricky was played by an actor named Keith Thibodeau. Lucy and Desi's children were never on the show. Keith Thibodeau got the part because of his drum skills. Lucille Ball was actually a brunette. She had the same hairdresser for 40 years who mixed the red hair dye for her. It was sort of a secret special recipe that she called golden apricot.
You fell for this just like I fell for that hunger strike. I had a little tailor made those dresses out of real potato sacks.
In that episode, Desi pulled a prank on Lucy, convincing her that a burlap bag was a dress created by a French designer. But the prank backfired when the designer actually made this fashionable dress out of burlap. An actual page from the show's script. Desi Arnaz was said to have a photographic memory. He could read the script once and have it memorized. But William Frawley, who played Fred Mertz, was the opposite. He could never remember his lines. This is a set recreation from the episodes when the Ricardos and Mertzes visited Los Angeles.
This is Ricky, I hope. Hello. Yeah, come on in.
Those are real Emmy Awards that Lucille Ball won over the years.
Yes, with Vitamin, you can spoon your way to health. All you do is take a tablespoonful after every meal.
Now you take some.
Oh. It's so tasty, too. The answer to all your problems is in this little bottle.